Set up, ready to go. And welcome back to Talk Smack with Mac. On this episode, I'm pretty fucking excited, man. I got a badass former fucking Marine, Bryant Smith, and now badass actor, man. So, like, I want to tell the fans a little bit how we met. We just, got picked to be an extra on Run Nixon.
Run Nixon. I was like,
yeah, man. And we pulled up and then got to do some badass shit for a few hours. Dressed up as SWAT and jump walls and run through houses and kick in doors and talk shit.
Well, they had no idea what they were in store for. They're like, wait, you guys are military? And then we took those just random guys, ran through a couple of drills, and then we're like, you guys look
legit. Yeah.
Like, are you guys a real SWAT team? We're like, no, man.
Yeah, fuck no. But hey, man, you got to play the part sometimes, right?
Yeah, I was actually surprised that all those guys took direction.
Like,
is this bugging you?
Yeah, it's fucking with me right now. So I'm going to have you scoot to the right just a tad, and then I am going to bring it down and up. Like, I want to look at your fucking face and shit. That thing was...
Hello? Billy?
Turn that over right there. And then look as if you're talking to me.
Oh, he's over there. I like the background. That's pretty cool. Did you paint that, or one of your friends make that?
This?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a light board. So I just had the logo made, which is a high resolution file. I sent it over to a friend of mine, and they printed it out and made the fabric. And then this is just cardboard or 2x4 and shit.
Oh shit!
With lights on the inside and whatnot.
That's badass.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
It totally came by surprise, just fucking love, bro. And I fuck with it. It's the shit. All right, so I fixed the mic just a little bit better. As we were saying, we coached those guys up, and that was a fun day. That was like my first experience ever on a movie set, and
that was your
that was the very first time. I didn't fucking know anything, dude. I just showed up.
Okay.
Yeah, showed up way too early. I learned don't do that.
Yeah, I was like, this dude just walked inside. I'm like taking a nap in my truck. I was like, yeah, whatever.
I was nervous as fuck. It was sketch.
Oh, at first I was kind of like, I usually don't do these, but I'm trying to network with people in Las Vegas now, because I've only been in Vegas since 2020 now. Mm-hmm. And so just networking with people, trying to figure out who's who. And the name Sky Direct, I knew him from LA. Yeah. And I knew he was up and coming, so that's why I was like, let me at least introduce myself.
Definitely.
And so it kind of worked out, because after that scene, they called me back to play their lead detective. Mm-hmm. And so then I was their lead detective for other scenes in the film.
Nice. Yeah, I showed up for, it was like a strip club scene, too.
Oh, damn it.
So
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it was the strip club scene, and then for the last day with
with the shoddy
the
brakes.
Firefighter and shit, yeah.
Dude, I was gunning it in that police car until
I was telling like, everybody here.
Oh shit, the brakes don't work.
Oh shit.
It took a long time to stop. I'm like, this is gonna hurt.
Sliding in the dirt and shit.
Oh, dude, that's why I started to like drift a little bit just to slow down.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, fuck,
that was fun, man. I was like, I never got to, drive an ambulance before, so I'm just gonna fucking gun it.
Oh, dude, that was awesome. Whoever got the fire truck, that looked pretty fun too.
Yeah, that was the shit right there.
But yeah, Run Nixon, like I think they're almost done with it.
Yeah, I've been seeing that Sky Direct's been, he's been posting shit talking about. I think I seen something like end of April that most of the production and editing was supposed to be finished.
Yeah, they just got it up on IMDb. So if you look on IMDb, Run Nixon, they're starting to put up all the actors on there. So you got to make sure you got your IMDb and your name on there.
Do I have to like set that up?
So for the IMDb, you could have, if they set one up that they put your name on there, and then your name will just be on there until you take ownership of it.
Yeah, I guess so. I got to go claim it with the profile or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once you do that, then if you want like IMDb Pro, then you got to pay for that. It's
what is the difference?
IMDb Pro, you have like full control over it. Put your pictures up, your name, your videos.
Oh, you can't do all that shit just with the... Oh, okay, they get you.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like a must for an actor or actress.
I wouldn't say a must. I mean, it helps out a lot because so you can see who you've worked with, other movies you're in, what's coming out. Like I've done movies since 2019, and a lot of them aren't even out yet still because of COVID happened, editing and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, man, that's one thing. Well, come to my surprise with Run Nixon, I was telling people, yeah, man, I got to get my little 3 seconds of fame and shit like that. They always ask me, when do you think the movie will drop? And I would tell them, hey, man, probably like the end of the year, I would think. I think it would take a while. And then to hear how quick, Sky is doing his thing and getting those edits done, that's pretty dope.
Well, they actually have a lot of money behind it, and they have a good crew, like their editors, the score. Like, I was like, oh, you guys, he already has this all set up and lined up. So I think they're doing it as they're going.
Yeah. He's legit, man. He's supposed to be getting on the podcast, I think, like possibly next week or so.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So I just want to talk just straight Run Nixon and his career and shit. But yeah, man, shout out to Sky. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity, man. But anyways, back to you. You said you did a lot of movies in 2019. Let's talk about like how you got started with acting. How'd that transpire?
Oh, this was all on accident.
Yeah.
I mean, I was for the last 15 years, I was a railroad conductor for Union Pacific Railroad, and a raging alcoholic. So I got in trouble, and I was on my last limb. Like, it was either jail time or get sober. Luckily, I'm a veteran, and my lawyer got me a veteran judge. So the judge gave me, it's like, you got to do all these AA meetings, PTSD meetings, drug tests, and I did all of it.
Yeah, you were mentioning that he kind of sets you up for failure.
Yeah, I was like, how am I supposed to do all this and work at the same time? And I figured it out. I made it work. You want something bad enough, you'll find time.
Yeah.
And so I got clean and sober. My ex-girlfriend, she hit me up, and she's like, hey, I know a photographer looking for somebody who kind of looks like Elvis. I'm like, so? She's like, well, I want you to do it. I'm like, I don't look anything like Elvis.
Yeah.
And but I had like a big pompadour, and like I always had my hair slicked back.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, just try it. So I was like, okay. So I did it, and one thing led to another. He posted it on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. An agent saw it, and she's like, hey, do you have an agent? Like, no, and I don't want one. Like, I'm not interested in being a model or whatever you want me to be.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, shit. Why not? Let's check it out.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So I get with her, and she makes me do more runway than anything else. So I'm doing the catwalk, walking the runway, and I'm like...
How'd you feel when you were doing that? Did you feel silly?
I did.
Did you feel like, what the fuck? How did I get here?
I was like, all the kids were like, 17, 18, like, and they're like 21, and they're all doing a shit ton of blow. And this kid was like, hey, man. And like, I'm still like in my first year, second year of sobriety, so I'm still like...
new to this. Yeah.
And this kid was like, hey, man, you want to hit that? I'm like, fuck no, why? He's like, dude, it takes off the edge. I'm like, that's why we're here, to be on the edge. Like, why are you trying to take it away? So I just left. I'm like, fucking kids these days.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't want to be scared. I don't want to sweat. Like, that's the whole part of living.
You gotta fucking live, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go through that shit. It's a good feeling. If you can embrace that shit, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I use Coke for the opposite of that. I use that to get to that point. I'm like, yeah! Like, yeah. You're taking the edge off. You're doing this wrong. Give me...
Yeah, homie had some wrong upstairs or something. It was hitting him differently. I'm not sure.
Damn, kids don't know how to do drugs these days, man.
Yeah, right?
But yeah, I got involved with them. Then another agency who did mostly print and commercials. And so I started doing a little more commercials, and the whole acting thing seemed really cool. Like instead of just standing there taking pictures, I was like moving around and having to do something. And somebody asked me if I wanted to be in a movie. I was like, shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I hope nobody ever sees it. I was like...
What kind of role did you have? Was it like a...
I played a news anchor.
What type... how long were you in the movie for?
I was just in there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That was a news anchor like, hey, this is Jake Ramsey. And I just watched the whole thing. I'm like... oh my God, this is absolutely horrible. Why would anybody put me in a movie? And so I was like, I should probably get better if I want to be taken seriously. And so till this day, I've been going to Academy of Arts University in San Francisco and doing Meisner, Alexander technique, all these different types of techniques to help me with acting, living truthfully in the moment, and it's brought my career from like here to here.
Yeah. Can you elaborate a little bit on those techniques?
Meisner is like living truthfully in imaginary circumstances. So like when you meet somebody, when we first met on set, we put our best foot forward. We're like, hey man, I'm Bryant. How are you doing? Like, it's acting. It's fake. But now we know each other a little bit better. Now I'm just myself. You're just yourself. This is a moment. So we do more acting in our actual lives than we do like right now. This is a moment.
Yeah.
This is
without
acting.
even knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when I met your brother and your friend downstairs, that was an act. Hey, I'm Bryant. How's it going? Like, and I mean, it sounds kind of messed up. Like,
no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, let me put on my smile and fucking say pleasure to meet you.
Like, I hate both of you. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, like I'll never say that to my friends. I'll say, what's up, man? What the fuck? How was your day?
Yeah, and you know, in back of everybody's head, they're judging, be like, all right, this dude's over here. What's up, man? Like,
yeah.
And we all do it. It's not like a big secret.
Yeah.
Like,
look, this fucker over here in the corner.
Oh my god.
I'm so negative too. I don't know what it is, but in my mind, I'm like, all right, where the exits at? You know, if some shit goes down, how in the fuck am I getting out of here?
That's all the military. The military jacked us so hard. I'm like,
but I even do like any of that in the military.
Oh yeah, diving. That's scary as shit. That's water. You're surrounded by water. Fuck that.
Yeah, shit. Maybe yeah.
I'd rather get shot at than be surrounded by water. Like,
the water is peaceful. Well, shit. Once you get to that point, that build up to it it's so pleasant.
Just thinking about it's making me sweat. I'm like, oh god, in that water by yourself, or do you have a team?
It depends.
Okay.
Yeah, like when you're actually underwater. I'd say it's 50-50 depending on the mission. If there's a mission where it's like, dude, you don't fucking need a buddy. Go down there and do your job. And you can be down there by yourself.
I'll be like, hell, I need a buddy, man. What if there's a shark?
I liked being alone. You know, it's like if I'm gonna fuck up on my own, I'm gonna succeed on my own. If I want to go left, I can go left, and if I want to go right, I could go right. I'm relying on myself.
That makes sense.
But I mean, being down there with your homies, it's like, yeah, fuck you, bro. What's up? Ha, jumping like you're on the moon and shit. So each one has its perks.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like I could deal. I'll be like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I was very lucky, man. Lucky and fortunate.
Diver. Is that considered a CB? Or is that
so I went to school with the CB divers.
Okay.
Yeah, CB wannabes, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, excuse me, CB wannabe divers. There we
Okay.
go. Yeah.
CB wannabe divers.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then, yeah, man, I met some, CBs are like some like, all prawns, no brains motherfuckers, bro. Like, just fucking so strong.
But just
Shout
like
out
the
to all my
Marines.
CB homies, man. I love you all. They're just like, fucking, I'll do 100 pull-ups and fucking 200 sit-ups, and if you want me to carry the boats, I'll carry the boats. And then it's like, hey, man, go fucking, go cascade the tanks over there. And they're like, oh, what do you mean?
Like looking at, is it cascade down?
Oh, man. The CVs are gonna hate me. They're like, man, fuck Talksmackwithmac. Yeah, so you had your first role in the first movie. You were in there, a news anchor, about 5 minutes. You got your feet wet. You thought, you know, you're probably a little self-conscious seeing yourself up there. You went to your acting classes. Did you have any, did you act in another movie before, during, or after, like, your first couple classes?
I mean, yeah, I've done a lot. In the past 2 years, I've probably done the most. Done a lot of horror films.
Yes, we're gonna cover that, bro. As you can see, like
I know it's
I got my Jason mask right in front of you and shit. Horror's my shit.
And the tattoos, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into that. I want to dive deep into the whole horror thing. So you were in more movies about how long, like after your first class?
After that first one, I got in pretty quick because somebody saw me because of my hair. And they wanted
You got
me.
some good hair, man. This is good hair.
Usually it's longer, but I had to cut it for that role.
Which one?
Oh no, I had to play a military guy.
Oh
So
yeah, you can't go in with that shit. Yeah.
I had to shave it all off. I'm like, oh well, it grows back. But yeah, I mean, I
Not
played
for all of us.
what did I play? Oh, I played this guy named Elvis.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And it's the movie's called Blood, Skulls, and Chrome, and it comes out at the end of this year. And it's a total biker movie.
Yeah.
A lot of the bikers in what is this? San Jose and Hollister. They helped put the movie together.
Nice.
So we're trying to make it. Or the director was trying to make it as best as they could and not offend these guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm in there wearing colors, and I'm like, and they know.
So you really got to sell that shit.
Yeah, they knew our logo. They knew everything that it's for a movie, and so nobody messed with us, but they would help us. And I was wearing this one guy's vest, and it says Elvis on it, and it was his vest from when he was 18 years old. He's like, "You're gonna wear my vest, but if anything happens to it," I'm like, "I already know."
Yeah.
Like, trust me, this it's cool, man. Trust me, I'm not gonna do anything crazy.
Primed up and protected at all times.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see a lot of these guys in the film, and you'll see like the real bikers. You can probably tell who the actors are and who the real deal is. But it was really fun shooting with them and figuring out, trying to get into their culture, which was kind of scary.
Yeah.
I was like, some of them were military too, and so I hung out with those guys.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well,
relate a little bit.
Yeah. And why they hold knives. Why the best part was he's like, "Oh, you have your knife on wrong." I'm like, "Oh, where should I put it?" He's like, "Over here." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "And your gun needs to be there." I'm like, "Okay." He was like, "Why is that?" He's like, "Well, you know what we use our knives for now?" I'm like, "No, what?" He's like, "I'm just cutting meat, man. Fuck, we're all old. We don't fight." I was like, "Oh my god." Okay.
Were they fucking with you the entire time on set?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I do not want to piss anybody off.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Because there's more of them. And I'm the only Marine here, and everybody else is an actor. I'm like, I know you can't fight. I know you can't.
I'm hauling ass the fuck out of here. Hopefully they don't catch up.
Yeah, get me out of here.
So that was your second film. So did you have a bigger role in this film?
Yeah, I was supposed to have a very small role in the film, but they liked my charisma so much that they put me in it a lot more. They even created a character because it's from a comic book, Blood, Skulls, and Chrome. And so I heard there was some word that they might make my character into the comic book too.
Hey, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true. I mean, I like
so after the portrayal, they're contemplating it because of how you did.
Yeah, because I guess the comic book was
Good
really
for you. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've gotten so lucky. Like, this is all like, I think it's all luck, man.
Yeah.
Just right place at the right time.
Yeah, man, I feel that. But shit, kudos to you. And you said most of your work is coming the last 2 years during the fucking shutdown and pandemic and shit.
That's why I almost felt bad.
Yeah, the irony in that.
Everybody's like struggling and hurting, and
you're
during
just
the
like,
pandemic,
fuck it, I'm filming movies, baby.
I skyrocketed.
Yeah, that is badass. Good shit. I can only imagine what's gonna come when everything lightens up all the way.
Yeah, I mean, because me and my family moved here to Vegas in 2020, and
like January, February, or like after the shutdown and shit.
Like the end of 2020.
Okay.
I was trying to like 2019, 20.
So shit was like kind of weird still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, I got to get out of California. Like, I was in downtown San Jose, and we literally had like homeless people just hanging out, like in our front yard.
Yeah.
Like, they did not care.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I got kids. I need to. Okay.
Something's got to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, bye, California. And being here, I'm trying to remember how I met this guy, Daniel. Because he's the one that got me my break here. Where and how did I meet this? Oh, so I put in for a commercial here, and it was near IKEA, wherever we are.
IKEA Southwest.
Yeah, so it was a trucking commercial for a company from the East Coast.
Yeah.
But it's snowing over there, so they do the commercials here because it's sunny and desert.
Yeah.
Looks good. And so I met this guy, Daniel, who was in the commercial with me. And somehow he got into this film called Night at the Zomghouls.
Oh, man, you're fucking talking right up my alley. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like...
Night of the Zomghouls. Is that one out yet?
I think it should be out in the summertime. So the summertime is yeah, it should be out.
How many movies do you have releasing this year?
4 or 5.
Nice. And all of those have came, the production and everything has been in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a big year for you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just everything just kind of, they're like, okay, a lot of grinding. Let's little easy street, no more grinding. Like, and that's this guy Daniel brought me onto this set, and I had no idea. He's like, hey man, we need an extra guy, and I get to set, and everybody's running around like a madman. Everybody's just like, what? I'm like, what the hell is going on? Is this a movie set? And all of a sudden I see this guy standing there. I'm like, damn, that guy looks familiar.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, that's James Duvall. I'm like, where the...
What did I just walk myself into right now?
Yeah, and then you have Scream Queen Sadie Katz. I'm like,
Nice.
Sean C. Phillips. I'm like, hi. Like,
Sean C. Phillips.
he does a lot of horror.
Did he didn't do Butchers, did he?
I think that was him. I have to double check on that one. Butchers. But yeah, he used to be like 400 pounds.
Oh shit.
And then he dropped all this weight. Now he's like 200 pounds.
Fuck yeah, good for him.
Yeah. So he's done all horror films. Like he's just been killing it with those. So I got to work with some actors who were really fun, and it just kind of snowballed from there. They just really liked me. They didn't have a part for me. They're like, what do we do with this guy? Like we love his look. Like what do we do with him? They're like, just come back tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So I come back tomorrow. They're like,
figure that shit out.
what do we do with this?
Yeah. Oh no.
So I come back the next day, and for some reason I wore my leather jacket. And it's they're like, oh.
This is when you're the pimp?
No.
Oh,
that
right.
one was fun too.
We'll get into that shit after.
Yeah. So I walked in with my leather jacket, and they're like, you're the cool guy. You're like, you're like whatever. And that's what it turned into. I mean, still got killed, but I turned into like, that was just like the cool guy. They're like, what the fuck? I don't listen to you. Like, I just want to bang chicks. I was just a cool guy.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Sean C. Phillips and James Duvall. And after that, I've done 6 movies with him now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of likes my look.
Yeah.
He uses me for all kinds of stuff.
That's
Yeah.
badass. Some things small, some things longer in duration, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, it was small. Like I was in a couple of scenes. His next film, I shot for like 2 days in a couple of scenes. Then all of a sudden, the next film, I'm in the whole movie. And so it's just been...
Yes, wherever he could fit you in C place.
Yeah,
C fit,
like,
excuse me.
Yeah, you just kind of like... just had to like impress him or like prove like, hey, I can act. I'm not just, pretty face.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just selling a pretty face, man. I don't know if I can act, but I can fucking try really hard.
It's acting is way harder than I thought. Like it's
Yeah.
not what I thought it was. I was like, you go in here and pretend you're sad, pretend you're mad. Like, no, you got to get like that deep emotion, like that whole living truthfully in the moment. You're like, oh, okay. And I didn't know I could do that.
Like lose yourself almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually helped me with empathy. Being friggin' a grunt, like empathy was like thrown out the window a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't like you. I don't like you. Like I can kill you or not. Like it literally does not bother me either way. But now I'm like putting myself in other people's shoes, like
Trying to be more understanding, yeah.
Yeah, I always grew up or like suck it up, don't cry, men don't cry, and now I'm like going opposite. I'm like letting my feelings out, actually crying, like, and it was actually hard for me to cry the first time.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I did cry the first time is because I had to go to rehab.
Yeah.
And then it was really hard because I couldn't breathe. My nose is all stuffy. I'm like, I can't even cry right. This sucks. Like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, what the hell?
Do you have you been to any acting classes in Vegas?
In Vegas, no, not yet. There's a couple that I'm looking at, though. Stuntman Las Vegas looks really fun. I want to start doing their stuntman classes. Just, get my foot in a different door. Learn how to take some more punches and not actually have to take a punch.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah, they showed that they do teach you how to do, like, live burns. So I'm like, cool, I'll light myself on fire.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Fuck yeah. I'll definitely do that shit.
Right?
Set me on fire. Shit.
Like-
Fuck it.
And do it properly without hurting myself?
Yeah.
Cool.
Then I tell all my friends, I come back and I'm like, hey man, let me show you a trick.
Right?
I'm a fucking safely.
Safely.
Set
yeah.
you on fire.
See, we should do this, man. Let's go. We'll do it together and light each other on fire.
I'm fucking down, bro. It's like Saturday afternoons. I'm like, hey, man, tune in to Talk Smack with Mac. I'm lighting myself on fire.
Ooh.
I'm selling right now. If you want me to light myself on fire, let me know. So you're in the couple horror movies. Mm-hmm. You did tell me about the time that you played a pimp in a movie and you got all fucked up. And how do you like dying in a movie? What is that like?
Oh man, my first death scene was actually easy. I just got choked out, so I just held my breath and tried to make my eyes pop out of my head. And so that was pretty easy. It looked really good on camera.
Yeah.
The second time, I played the pimp, and this is why you don't open your mouth around a props guy.
This is when you brought up the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? A fake dick? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm a pimp. Like, that'd be cool. Like, if I got like my dick ripped off or something, right? He's like, yeah, I would. And I didn't think anything of it. And so all of a sudden, we're getting ready for the scene, and this is where I encounter the shark monster, or whatever it is, and I'm supposed to fight him. So I throw him against the wall, and they're like, well, hold on. We're going to rip his guts out, right? I'm like, yeah, rip my guts out, like, make me bloody. And they're like, and his dick. What?
Yes, the dick has to go.
So they put it down my pants. And he's like, you cool with this? I'm like, dude, I was in the Marines. I've done way gayer shit than this.
Yep.
And so he literally has his hands down my pants, grabbing on this rubber dick. And it looks hilarious. Like, I'm trying not to laugh. And it sounded like pain, too. So
Yeah.
And he rips it off, and then he just goes nuts with it, starts slapping himself in the face with it. I'm on my knees, and then he hits me in the face with it and shoves it in my mouth. I'm like, what?
Was that all improv? Yes.
I was like, dude, just go with it. He rips open my shirt, and I don't know what they used for the guts or how they made them, but oh man, that's probably what guts feel like. Like it. Oh god, just the feel.
So like, was it all sitting on top of your stomach?
Yeah. So like I was laying down, and so when he ripped open the shirt, like it was laying perfectly, so it looked like I was just laying there. There's nothing there, and he just starts ripping like the shit out of me. I'm like, oh.
That's pretty badass.
I was like, and I'm dead.
So what's the vibe like on a horror movie set?
Everybody's there just having fun. Everybody's always laughing. Like, dude, how are you gonna die? How do you want to die? Like, it's.
Yeah.
I've actually lived in 2 films now.
Hey, there we go.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah, right. Get to see the end credits and shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
We did Amityville Karen.
Yes.
And that actually, I think it just got released by SRB Films. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I was supposed to die in that one, a horrible death. And somebody was jealous of my death.
What?
He's like,
you died too good, dude.
yeah. And so I was like, you could have my death. Because I didn't bring another pair of clothes that day.
How many people were dying?
Oh man, in these films, there's a lot of deaths. Like, like each death is very specific or very like
eye-popping and silly.
Yeah, they want to make it. It's like horror comedy.
Above the top, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up here, bro, I got Ash. So Bruce Campbell tatted.
I love Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell is absolutely fantastic. So I told Kyle downstairs before you got here, I was like, dude, if I had the choice, I would be the next Bruce Campbell. Just a straight B-rated fucking horror comedy star where it's absolutely fantastic. And that's my shit.
Dude, I love his films. He's just freaking amazing.
He's a fucking superstar, man. Like, he's one of those guys that when he's on the screen, you have to, like, you're locked on him.
Oh, yeah.
What is Bruce Campbell gonna do? And then Evil Dead, that's my shit. That's my all-time. Evil Dead
Ash.
2 is my all-time favorite horror movie. That and the original Halloween. So as you can see, I got my guys repping up there. I got a lot of other shit I gotta set up, but horror is my shit, bro. Like I'm gonna put it down on my little bucket list, or put it in my bucket list. I want to be in a horror movie. I don't even give a fuck if I'm like mopping some shit up or something. I don't give a fuck, bro. That shit would be fucking epic.
Might be able to get you in a horror movie next month.
Swear to gosh. Mm-hmm. In Vegas?
It'll be in LA.
What days?
I think it's at the end of April.
My birthday's end of April, and so is my daughter's. Come on, man. Fingers crossed.
I mean, you don't mind going to LA?
It's only 4 hours away.
Right, it's not. Yeah,
It's not that bad.
Skip and a jump. Where are you?
What movie is going on out there?
This is called. I think I just had it. Mistletoe Massacre.
Yes, so I'm assuming like some Christmas fucking I'm gonna kill you with candy cane shit.
So it's filming April 21st to the 27th.
Oh my gosh. All right, so that may be possible. If I don't have to be there the entire time because I have to be here for my daughter's birthday.
Oh yeah.
So like the 21st to the 24th, bro. If you guys need anything, I'm there.
Well, I'll put you in touch with it's Sean. Like, I mean, he's doing films all the time.
Yeah.
It's always horror films. So all you gotta do is just talk to him or get in good with him, and probably put you in stuff. I mean, it's a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah. No, that's I would geek the fuck out, man. You don't even understand how much of a geek I am when it comes to horror movies.
I mean, it's fun. I mean, he gets some pretty fun actors like Tom Sizemore worked with him. Eric Roberts worked with him. They're a lot of fun guys to work with.
Speaking of which, you were talking about you possibly have a movie coming up soon, right? Is that still going down or no?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to talk about that one though. It's still it's very hush hush, but
shit.
It's all good. I was like, oh shit.
If I need to, I could bleep it out. I do the edits myself. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck.
Let me write that down.
Yeah, there's 2 films that are coming up that the people I'm working with, they're very hush hush about it right now. Mm-hmm. And because it's all in the works.
Yeah. Is that kind of like universal amongst the like movie industry? That like if things are in the works and you know nothing's set in stone, don't even bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know the guy's legit and everything's working out, and I've worked with him before. And I actually get to be in one of his films, which I'm really excited about. And he's just kind of pulling me away. He wants me to go SAG. And one of my Marine buddies, he's in the industry too, and he's like, dude, why aren't you SAG yet? And I always just like, I was like, well, I don't know if I'm good enough.
What is SAG?
Screen Actors Guild. So you're part of the union. And once you're in the union, then you can only do like union movies. And it was, I don't know, I just had like 3 people in 1 week tell me that that's the direction I need to go. And so I take that as a sign.
What is the benefits of that versus not being in SAG?
So when you're doing, so like all the movies I've been doing right now are non-union. So there's like no really contracts. Like there's nothing protecting you.
Yeah.
Saying like you get this and that. Are they going to pay for your hotel room? Like when you're with the union, there's signed contracts, there's signed pay. Like it's just, I'm still getting,
CYA.
Yeah, I'm still getting familiar with SAG. So I've been doing my homework on it and making sure like, can I do SAG? Should I do SAG? And because then all of a sudden,
is there like a monthly fee or some shit?
So from what I've been told, it's like $3,000 for your first, like your initial payment, and then maybe it's like $500 every 6 months.
Yeah, so you can be spending some money, shit.
Yeah, I mean these guys they all just threw me at me at once, so I'm still like, what?
Yeah. Going
like,
out, still doing due diligence and weighing your options. I got you.
Yeah, so I'm not SAG yet. Not SAG eligible until I do these 2 films.
How do you get eligible? Is there like a certain amount of screen time that you have to have? Or
see, that's where I'm confused. Like I've heard different stories. Like I heard that you have to do like 3 SAG films to be SAG eligible. I've heard that if you're in one film that's SAG and you have like multiple speaking parts or throughout the film, then you have to be SAG. So I got
there's rules and regulations, but it's he say she say right now.
Yeah, I would have to like call him up, be like, hey, so what do I have to do? Yeah, like I don't,
explain this to me because I just don't get it.
do I have to pay this money now or
who do I give it to?
Is there like installments?
I mean, shit, you're not lying, man.
I'd be like, I'm a starving actor, man.